He is like a low chair.
Yeah, but Jigglypuff
Definitely low tier.
might be the worst character. Yeah. But that doesn't stop Raichu4u
From using him, right?
yeah, from using him and really just showing what this character can do.
Both these characters, you know, it's kind of...
I feel like Bowser Jr. is going to have an advantage in this matchup just because the range difference that
and his disjoints,
yeah, and the disjoints are really going to give Puff a harder time than she's going to have with, say, Captain Falcon or most other characters that don't have a sword or cannonballs and hammers.
Okay, that was just disgusting right there. Getting hit by the Mecha Koopa and the explosion from the clown cart. And Raichu missing that grab on that Mecha Koopa. Definitely not something that we're used to seeing here.
Yeah, and what Raichu4u is really doing here right now is a shield break into a forward smash, and that's going to steal out the first stop.
Unfortunate.
Raichu4u, he was down about 40%, and that didn't stop him from just going for it, you know?
Yeah, getting that shield break right there with a solid back here from the Bowz definitely will tell him to back off for a quick second, and he tries to get the neutral reinstated here.
And it's still really anyone's game.
Yeah.
It's way too close to call a saying, oh, anyone really has the advantage here because Jigglypuff is such a light character, and Bowser Jr. is pretty heavy when he's in his clown car. If you can hit Bowser Jr. when he's out of that clown car, though, it's not a good time.
Yeah, definitely. I do believe the knockback it's increased by at least 50%. I don't know. Like I said, we're going to double check with the man who is debuzzing the man. They're going to use rapid jabs, though. It looks like Raichu4u was like getting into them.
Yeah, it might have been that he was trying to SDI out of them and was kind of SDI into them.
Yeah. Because I do know Bowser Jr. has like one of the worst rapid jabs, one of the easiest to get out of. Raichu trying to keep your man right now, but Bowser Jr. very hard to get.
If I was Raichu4u, the only thing I'd be doing right now is every time he up-Bs, I would just drop down in the air because he doesn't actually get his clown card back, you know?
Yeah.
Until he touches the stage. So if Raichu4u could just
kind of keep him out and send him back to the blast, send him out to the blast zone.
But Raichu4u turned this game around.
Pretty fast too. I think that once he got that shield break to the force smash, it was definitely a nice reset right there.
And that might have been his opportunity to capitalize on.
That was a pretty risky maneuver there by the Bowz there.
And there might be a shield break for Jigglypuff
Raichu
himself.
had to roll away. No staying in shield there. Throwing out those rapid jabs and the jab.
Yeah, he's definitely going like in. I think what he's trying to do is while he's rapid jabbing, maybe hoping that his
drop
shield
shield
would actually
come out.
Yeah,
well, it looks like the Bowz.
Yeah.
Able to seal that game out. Pretty clean. Pretty nice. Alright, running back to Startville here.
Raichu4u is having a really aggressive start to this match.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's got to be careful though, because you can't overextend, especially if Jigglypuff.
The good thing is, it's pretty hard to get them if Jigglypuff gets set off stage, but at the same time.
And the Bowz running this back really fast.
Yeah, that takes a couple good hits and she's put at a pretty bad disadvantage. Okay, Z-trapping it right on top of Raichu, and Raichu, unfortunately, dropping shield at the wrong time.
He's trying to side B the Bowz rather than go from there. And if he's gonna side B, I'd have to say he's probably gonna want to go a little bit lower than where he's at.
Yeah, especially side B does kind of pop up a little bit.
Yeah, it does pop him up a little bit, and it's just letting the Bowz snap the ledge. Too, because he's so high, he's so close to the stage that the magnet hand is kicking in, and at that point, he's just getting on stage.
Yep, but after losing that first off there, Bowz coming out pretty aggressive and taking him out without giving him 3%. Perfect shielding that side B is how he's going to take that percent on him. Putting a split 24% on Raichu.
And and I'm really liking how the Bowz is getting these great confirms off down air and just leaning in forward air. He's got really good mastery over his character where he knows what to do off each and every hit.
This player's kind of going back and forth on center stage. Oh, pretty slick right there. Raichu grabbed the bits, met the Koopa, then air dodging through to grab it, and then throwing it at him. Shield pressure on Jigglypuff looking a little scary there.
Raichu4u, he's definitely like doing a lot less. Like the last time I saw him on stream, he was doing a lot of rolls, a lot of spot dodges. We're not seeing that at all in this game, and maybe that's something that he
might have match up against
yeah, but
against Jigglypuff specifically. Sorry, no, against Bowz Jr.
Yeah.
Dropping shield through that dash attack. Probably something he didn't want to do.
Bowser Jr., the Bowz really likes to throw out that forward smash at ledge. If you get up into it, you're done. If you roll past it, sometimes you're done. If you jump, you're done.
Smash. I think it's it has really bad startup, but it's
got such like a long. It's got such a long time out.
And it doesn't have too much ending lag on it, so you can just kind of throw it out.
And the last hit also has a surprisingly big disjoint.
Very deceptive, very unfortunate.
Yeah. And the Bowz up 2-0 against Raichu4u. Going to Battlefield for the last game here? Or possible last game?
Wow. The call.
I'm sorry for the call out there on accident. It's past my bedtime.
Calling the man, calling Raichu right here saying that he's not going to win this, so this is kind of pick. Man, that's shield pressure.
Dude, the shield pressure is coming out, and
one side view will immediately return the favor, essentially.
Yeah, and even though that Raichu4u was getting a shield really pressured there, it didn't stop him from dealing the percent.
There you go. The Bowz definitely getting his own little combo in right now after that rest. Makes you kind of wish he got hit a bunch beforehand. That is just unfortunate.
And that's going to be the stop.
Is this the commentator's blessing right now? Is this what that is?
Was I right? Is this the last game? The world may never know.
For at least another,
at the most 5 minutes and 10 seconds.
Man, going deep for that.
That was dangerous.
Yeah, let's shoot the Bowz, man. He's trying to do whatever he can right now.
Raichu4u looking to charge and smash there.
Yep, not able to connect though. And then Bowz trying to give him his own back air.
Ooh, that back air.
Oh
no.
A taunt. The read.
Ooh.
Okay, that was solid.
Yeah, the Bowz has those really cool, wacky setups with the Mecha Koopa and the Clown Cart.
Right there, it looked like Mecha Koopa kind of just helped that Raichu, giving him his own little combo string there.
And it looks like he is literally just going to throw out forward smash as many times as he can.
He's just trying to break that shield, you know? Bowz, please.
Oh, stabbed him with the fork.
Is he going to fall with anything else? Go for the up smash read. Not going to be able to get it though.
Yeah, good air dodge.
Air dodge right there. Got the Mecha Koopa out. But not going to be able to set up for anything. Shore hop into that forward smash. Does him a little bit too much on life. Maybe next time angle the other way so we can get the roll.
Yeah. Because it definitely seems that Raichu4u has caught onto it. And
okay, making it back. Why not?
Oh.
That was silly. I'm not gonna lie.
Some
that
sneaky under the stage play over there.
I didn't expect that because it looked like he side beat already, and then he just hit the stage and was able to side beat again. Something like that. That's disgusting. Like, throwing out these safe up smashes, just trying to clean up this stock.
He's really looking for a read-in roll.
And right now, side B not going to be able to connect to anything. That's unfortunate. The extended hitbox one more time. One more time, yes! The one time he looks the other
Three
direction.
forward smash in a row for a clean 3-0 by the Bowz.